Just got done watching Last Samurai Standing. I've been looking forward to this ever since I just heard about the concept of, think of Squid Game, but with samurai. I was like, yeah, I'm locked in on this. This first season is 6 episodes, and thank God that this is going to have, or it wasn't announced, but at least it opens the door or leaves the door open for a second season, and hopefully we get that. But this story follows Saga, our main character, and he is a samurai, obviously, and this is at a period where samurai are being phased out. They're being slaughtered. Their, their ranks hold no weight anymore within the government. And you get all the explanation on why that is and why this thing called the Kudo, I think that's how you pronounce it. If I mispronounce anybody's names or any pronunciations as a whole, forgive me. I'm terrible with pronouncing shit. But this is pretty much the game that they're playing, where they have over 292 contestants or samurai competing for 100,000 yen or won. I forget but anyways, they're pretty much competing for a cash prize. They have to make it through these 7 locations, and the final destination is Tokyo. But before they can get to each location, they need to collect these tags, like almost like capture the flag, or like more so like flag football. Think of it like that. So they kind of just break down the rules, and shit just pops off. Like immediately, where everybody kind of gathers, they tell people like, all right, the games have started, and it's a fucking bloodbath. And I love how the direction shows that and how chaotic it is. And the number gets cut down to like 190 something by the end of the first episode. But like it has a lot of interesting things to do with just Saga's character, because why he joins this game is so he can provide for his family, because he just lost his daughter to a sickness. I forget exactly what it was. So then also what you learn about Saga is he has a lot of like old samurai buddies. I don't know if you can call them buddies or just comrades that also have joined the game. The guy that goes by the name of the Savage Slasher, like I really like his kind of motive in this, where he's just killing just to kill. He just likes the thrill of it. He loves just being a samurai. He is the Thorkel of this story. If you've watched the Vinland Saga and whatnot, he loves a good fight, and he clashes a lot with Saga. He has past beef with him. Also, he is a part of these siblings, not by blood, but by the sword, where there's this Gandalf. Picture Gandalf mixed with like Rob Zombie's Michael Myers. That's who Genrosai is. And I think that's how you pronounce his name. If I mispronounce his name, like I said, forgive me. But that guy is a beast. His only job is to hunt down the successors, because they were supposed to battle one another for the number one successor, but because of Saga running, that made everybody else kind of scramble and made their lives a living hell. Where we get introduced to Saga's sister also in this. She's really cool, and I like that she has a connection with another character that I kind of glossed over. That's pretty important that we get introduced to, is Futaba. She is a young child that enters the game, and she looks a lot like Saga's daughter, so that's why he kind of helps her and tries to protect her, because he's a man of honor, and she is looked at as the weak link in the group, and she kind of goes to Saga's sister for advice, because she looks at her as really strong, not knowing that she looks at herself as the weakest out of the different siblings and whatnot. So you got that going on. While that's kind of going on as they're making their way through these different spots, there's always some type of action going on. But outside of the game, you have the police trying to figure out, like, yo, who the hell is behind this? And come to find out, it's like kind of like one of the chief of police, or however you want to call him. It's his right hand man, Kawaki, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and he just hates samurai with a passion, and he is able to get funding from these four powerful families that just enjoy or have just a similar mindset. So you already know kind of that, by the time we get to the end of this series, that it's going to be the samurais getting their revenge on the people trying to get rid of them. But overall, this whole entire series was phenomenal. The fight choreography was really on point. The stories that they kind of dived into just left me wanting more. And that's a good thing, because I definitely want to see more of Gandalf, with Samurai Gandalf. That dude I'm rooting for. And the fact that, you also have alliances being made, but you also can't trust certain people, like what is his name? Kojin? I think that's how you pronounce his name, Kojin. He obviously is manipulating a lot of things behind the scenes, even with Samurai Gandalf over there. And I love how that's kind of coming to be. And I'm wondering how long that deception's going to last, and what his bigger plans. Well, maybe just because he wants to kind of get rid of the competition, so it makes it easier for him to win. So they're all kind of heading to Tokyo by the end of it. The Savage Slasher has his final kind of clash with Saga, but also Saga has beef with another person that works for Kawagi. It's kind of like his lead security dude, whatnot. He's also like a former samurai that was also under the same kind of group as him. Those two clashing was fucking fire. I can't wait to see them do their kind of round two, because I think that's going to be a really interesting fight. So there's a lot of interesting matchups that need to happen in season 2 and beyond. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below about this series as a whole. What did you think about it? I feel like 6 episodes was a little bit too short. They could have definitely stretched it to 8 a little bit, to kind of give us a little bit more backstory. If it's a little bit of a filler, that would be cool too. But I am locked in with season 2. But let me know your thoughts. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.